life, this is my time. Step up, rise up, fight first, bring it on.
A society, an aggregate of individuals coming together to create a semblance of law and order. Or it is a group of individuals coming together, united by a single cause. Now, this is Remus on Remus Talks. And you all wanted to know more about the society, so I shall indulge you and give you the privilege of knowing just what the society is all about, truly. Because I've mentioned our faction, our group, our society on many an occasion. I've mentioned the perks of joining, but what is the society? To understand the society, you must understand that we do not want chaos and destruction. We want to destroy our enemies for certain, but we want to impose our own will into wrestling. Not just SWF, but wrestling all together. We have our hands in different places, in places you wouldn't expect. The man you see walking down the street, the woman you see sat at the bus stop, that friendly cashier at that local shop you go to. All could be a part of the society, but you would never know. For we work in mysterious and shadowy ways. And even me telling you this does not help you none. It just makes you more paranoid for when you do try to find us. You see me. You see my master Belial. You see Robert DeCaro. You see Richard Knights. But you don't see everyone. There are far more of us than you could have ever have hoped, ever have dreamed. That's why we are dangerous, you see. We don't obey the rules of conventional man. For who are we to follow them? We are greater than man's laws themselves. They mean nothing to those who follow beings such as Belial, Lucifer, Leviathan, Satan himself. Now, to any of you who is an astute individual, you'll notice that two of those names particularly crop up a lot in regards to two of us. Belial, which concerns me, and Satan, which concerns Robert DeCaro. You see, as much as there are many members of the society, there are 5 key members. Myself, the apostle of Belial, Robert DeCaro, the chosen of Satan himself, Richard Knights, the one who unites us all together into a common cause. But that leaves 2. Lucifer, wild, sadistic, vicious, unrelenting. And Leviathan, cruel, cunning, cold, calculating, patient, known as a serpent in form. We already have the 2 people who best exemplify those qualities. And they are just waiting for the right time to show themselves. Although, maybe they already have shown themselves. Who are you to know? You see, I suppose you could compare us to a lot of the shadowy groups of the underworld that you are so fond of in your criminal movies and series. We definitely operate in very similar shadowy dealings. But where we excel is that we are never ending. As Leo Libra would put it, we are the definition of infinite. Because whilst people like myself may fall, many more would be willing to fill the void that is left. Unless you can find a way to cut off our connection to the underworld, you have no chance in defeating us. To be honest, I thought that would have been something that the entirety of you would have figured out already. It is a surprise to me why you won't just roll over and accept your new masters in us. But we do not complain, after all. It is much better to submit someone than to watch them submit to you. We are the future of not just SWF, but of all wrestling. The society is a mixture of what it means to be able to fight, to win, to succeed, to be the best. Some of you have shown interest in wanting to be a part of this, others not so much. They matter very little to us, but we are always open-minded to those who would embrace this new order. Let's look at SWF, for example. Who have you got to follow? Who have you realistically got to follow in that little group? Side Splitter? Lawrence? He's already shown he's not a leader. Oh, he'll quite happily face people he knows he can defeat and claim that he's giving everyone equal opportunities for his title. But if he were doing it properly, he'd just make it an open challenge. He doesn't even give people who send him videos, who send him messages, the time of day to even give them a proper response. And I'm not talking just about me, although I am definitely at the centre of all this. It could be anyone. It could be someone who's close to him. It could be somebody who hates him. It doesn't matter. He does not show leadership qualities. He does not show what it takes to be a wrestler. The Demon Nation? They aren't leaders. They keep to themselves. They are interested in solely what they can do. They care little about everyone else. Everyone else is a liability to them, or they're in the way. And they'll steamroll anyone who goes in their way, although you may find in the society we're not so easy to remove. What? Are we supposed to follow the Black Widow? No offence, Catherine, though you may be more competent than those two little factionary groups or individuals I have mentioned, that doesn't mean that you have the right, nor the skill, nor the capability to be able to do what we can do, what we can bring. The Trailblazers? Maybe I could relate to some of them. But I feel there is too much bad blood between us for us to be able to coexist yet. And after all, you are much like the Demon Nation in that you keep to yourselves and you do not show yourselves to be leaders. You show yourselves to be opportunists. And whilst that is fine, opportunism will only get you so far. You have to be able to look at something and take the initiative. If you're leading an army and the other army is crossing the bridge, attack them while they cross the bridge. Use that initiative, mixed with opportunism. And who else is there? No one. No one else is being able to create something that is as inclusive and as mission-driven as the society. We are the future. We are everything, and we implore you to either stay out of our way or to join us. We hold no true grudges against anyone except for those who stand in our way, and we've already made it painstakingly clear what happens to those who stand in our way. I hear it's Lawrence's 10-year anniversary on being on YouTube as well. I just wanted to put this out there. 10-year anniversary. 10 years you've blighted YouTube and the wrestling world. It doesn't take long for me to watch through some of the matches and see the comments, to see just how much you have grown everyone else to hate you and what has become of SWF. Sure. I get hatred in my threads as well. But I relish in it. I don't pretend to be the good guy. You do. But ignoring Pipsqueak for a second, what else can I say that hasn't already been said? Nothing. The society is the best. Will always be the best. And has always been the best. Mix all that together, and you'll have a group that one day every single member will hold championship gold at the same time. And that's the promise I make to all of the society and to everyone who stands in our way, whether it be SWF or anybody else who so happens to have titles for the taking. You will always be obsolete to us. Leave a like, share and subscribe, and click up here so you can vote on which wrestler I am to talk of next. Although I must say, as of the 10th of this month, YouTube has so helpfully decided to take down the options of polls. So, until it is the 10th, I shall make advantage of every time I can use that poll card. But after that, looks like you're going to have to comment instead. More dull work for me, but if it means I can rip into those around me, then I'm more than happy to do so. Oh, and see that bell icon down below? Click on it so you can stay up to date with all future videos. This has been Remus Kane on Remus Talks, and I will see you all in the next episode.